Hey guys, Donnie RightSide here. Bookmakers Review. The NFL landscape is changing on a day-to-day basis. We got just done tag season in the NFL, where teams are allowed to put the franchise tag on their franchise player. We have tampering season beginning on Monday, with official contracts being able to be signed by next Wednesday, and off we go into the draft, as well as free agency, OTAs. You get the picture, right? And then we're headed into week one of the NFL season next year. But let's take a look at some of these free agents who are going to be trading teams here in the offseason. If you didn't get tagged, you're free to shop around and go to any team you want. So we picked two players out that I do think are going to be able to change the landscape of some NFL teams and some new teams that they're going to be on. First off, it's Kirk Cousins, quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings, or should we say formerly the Minnesota Vikings. Surprised that they haven't worked out a deal just yet. Is there a chance that he goes back to Minnesota? Sure there is. But we're now hearing rumblings that he is going to reach the free agent market, and teams that are looking for a plug-and-play quarterback, Kirk Cousins would be their guy. Now, granted, coming off an Achilles injury, he is getting older, but still, before that injury, showing no signs of wearing down, playing great football for the Minnesota Vikings. If he does leave town, maybe one of those landing spots that we're talking about now, the Atlanta Falcons. And right now, the Falcons are the favorites to win the NFC South, and that's really without even a quarterback right now. Taylor Heineke's not going to be their quarterback. Desmond Ritter's not going to be their quarterback. Raheem Morris, new head coach in town, wants to get a new identity and bring in a veteran guy if they don't go by the way of the draft. Could it be Justin Fields? Maybe. But if Kirk Cousins gets out of Minnesota, looks like a great landing spot for him would be the Atlanta Falcons, and they would win the NFC South. Player number two. Take a look at the running back position, devalued in today's marketplace? Absolutely. But if we look at the New York Giants, Saquon Barkley heading off to free agency, the Giants have said they would like to retain him. I don't think that's going to be possible. And also, why would the Giants retain him? You're going to win 6 games with Saquon Barkley, 6 games without Saquon Barkley. But a team that can change the landscape of the NFC South, that's going to be the Houston Texans. If they can get, look, Singletary was very good last year, but you upgrade to Saquon Barkley on that offense, you can take it into another dimension. That team is immensely talented with cap money to spend, and if they do, running back position could be a spot that makes a lot of sense for them. Making the playoffs, getting a higher seed, going into the playoffs with a dominant running game, as maybe leaning on Singletary a little bit too much last year. And maybe if they bring back Singletary, a great 1-2 punch that would be. I don't think that's going to happen, but if we did have a free agent landing spot for Saquon Barkley, the Houston Texans would be the perfect landing spot for him. So much to talk about in the NFL, so long of a way to go here, it seems like, till we get to week one. But week in, week out, the NFL always provides electricity. Free agency is on deck. Look for Kirk Cousins and Saquon Barkley to change teams here as key free agents. I'm Donnie RightSide for Bookmakers Review, and as always, good luck on those wagers.